Hello everyone. I've been doing videos in Hindi for a very long time. So I wanted to do something in English, but I'm not getting time. So there are a lot of topics I've covered in Hindi, and I want to brief them in one single video and let this information be shared on social media so that at least people get aware, because a lot of people, especially newcomers, they are not aware of what is good, what is bad, where to go, where not to go, what is breed, what is bloodline, nothing. Okay, so I just will try to explain briefly about all these things. First thing is that lot of people, when it comes to Gir of Brazil, people are thinking it is Girolando breed, it is crossbreed, it is not Gir, is what they are claiming. But in short, I would like to convey this to everyone that Girolando is like HF or HF crossbreed, whatever we see here. It's like 5 parts of HF and 3 parts of Gir. Okay, like 62.5% of HF blood and rest is of Gir blood, and they do it for the purpose of milk yield. But there is a little bit of 30% plus Gir blood to maintain that rigidness and immunity and all, like what we have in desi cows. Okay, and lot of people claim that whatever the Gir in Brazil is crossbreed, but that is not true. There are very few farms which are not known to people generally are having pure breed, that anyways won't be visible. This is one point. And second point is that, like a lot of people know, the Jazdan farm is having pure cattle, which are exported from here in the form of embryos. They have pure, and there are certain farms whose names are not at all known to anyone. They are also maintaining pure breed from very long time. And apart from that, lot of cattle what you see are like, they are not crossbreed, they are like they are pure in terms of Gir nomenclature, like they have their set of guidelines and all. So according to that they are Gir. So whatever the cows which you see like Gir in Brazil, they are Gir, they are not Girolando. Girolando looks like HF only. Okay, and people ask me, lot of people ask me regarding using a Brazilian semen and all. See, I don't suggest Brazil semen, just not because it is impure or something, but the point is that they don't have much variation. They have developed that kind of cattle with the limited resources or limited variation what they have in Brazil. Okay, but to be frank with you, we have very good genetic variation here in India, and we have very good animals here in India. See, there like in my old videos, 10-year back videos, I've shown with graphs and all as well. If possible, I'll attach them in here. See, you see 50 liter, 80 liter, 70 liter kind of cattle in Gir. They get that kind of yield because of hormonal treatments and all. But when they are maintained in this normal way, when they are given silage, when they are given 1 kg concentrate feed for every 3 kg of fodder, they give around 3000, 3500 kg or 4000 very rarely in first or second lactations. In Brazil, the same cows which give 50-60 liters, that is what I am trying to say. There used to be certain competitions which were going on the name of sustainable yield, and they used to check the yield in the whole lactation. So they used to say that whatever the cow is in competition, that has to be left in the farm where the competition goes on, and they will be grazing land, silage and all. So end of day, like if you go to villages in Gujarat, even farmers are having more than 3000, 3500 or 4000 liters in first lactation with their normal maintenance, without hi-fi facilities or heavy feeding. That is because that kind of genes are available. Okay, now there is no point in getting something from Brazil if you are having something here which is not at all an alternative. But what I used to say from past decade regarding Brazilians is, you see their udder structures, udder fitness, the selection is very good. And second thing is that if you take 100 cows, at least 70 to 80 cows or more are in such a way that they perform well. Well in the sense, maybe around 3000 liters, 2500 liters, 3500 liters, like that. But here it is completely reverse. Okay, so because of our government breeding policies or their bull selection or whatnot, this is the problem here. Now because of that, I used to say that there is no point in getting Brazilian thing when you have very good variation or genetics available here in India. And I'll go to one more point. When this comes regarding pure breed, I don't think anyone has guts in saying this, because a lot of people are somehow related to that so called breeders and all, bloodline especially. But there are certain old breeders who have used Brazilian semen. Ghanshyamji is the only person who has openly said about that, and he never changed the pedigree, or he never said that I didn't use. Except Ghanshyamji, there are certain other breeders who have used, but they never disclose. And I have seen multiple cattle with the pedigrees as well, with Brazilians, with other people. Now, when if people might have seen my videos of Ghanshyamji, he has clearly said that I have used it, but the cattle used to come double the size than our Gir, and probably yield is a bit more, but for 1 or 2 liter more milk, you don't need to feed a cow which is double the size. This is what he used to say. So, in that sense it is not good, but again, when people are considering pure breed of certain breeders, that certain people claim that we have the best pure breed and all, they have used everything from outside. It can be from temples, it can be from farmers, it can be from Brazilians as well. Okay, so now this mean to some one particular bloodline, and it is open fact. That's it. Whether someone will accept or not, I don't think anyone has researched more than me or know more than me on what has been done and about the pedigrees which is shown for outside people and what it is actually. I have researched very well. That's why I kept myself away from certain people and certain bloodline. This is the main reason. Okay, and just be aware of this, that if someone claims that this is the only bloodline where you have pure breed and all, rest all breeders are not good, is what certain people claim, which is bullshit in my opinion. And they have everything inside mixed. Okay, there is nothing pure as such in their farm or anyone use from them. But if you are getting something, go to the places where the people like Ghanshyamji or other, good, bad, whatever has happened, they keep everything on record. Whatever has been done, that will be kept. I have seen lot of people, they change the pedigrees and all, at lot of places. But one of the only places where I have seen that nothing is changed is Badwa and especially Bhubaneswar repeat. These are the only breeders places where generally, I mean, even just done. But rest I don't believe much. Okay, because I have seen lot of things. I mean, it will be very big video if I keep on saying about that. This is the thing I want to say when it comes about breed purity and Brazilian lines. Why I am telling about this in relation to Brazilian link is, there is Brazilian link here as well at the farms who claim that they have the purest. Okay, so please be aware of that. Okay, so one more thing I would like to say that see, I've come across one beautiful book when I'm searching something related to something in AI. And AI is so beautiful thing that you don't get to see something on open market or even Google, but AI knows everything. I have got to know about a beautiful book written in Gujarati by a Marathian writer. He was a veterinarian, I guess, by profession. I'm not sure exactly, but he went to multiple Rajwadis, means the palace herds, the Maldaris herds, the Nawab herd and the government herds, multiple places he has roamed, and then he has written a book. It's not, that book is not like regular book, like people take some paragraphs or some some subject from some other books and combinedly 20-30 books they will make a book. No, this is not that. This writer has gone to places in whole Saurashtra and he has written a book. and certain people are claiming that when especially in Gondal or Bhubaneswar repeat, etc. These days I am seeing that when you talk about milk, they are saying that no, this is not Gir, or the red is crossbreed, like that. In the last video also I have said. These people, they don't know ABCD about Gir nor the history, so they just say whatever they like. But it has been well written and documented that the Maharaja of Gondal used to get very good milking cattle and give it to the farmers, and especially he used to get the male calves from that kind of cows all over Saurashtra, and he used to distribute in his region, so that because of that, there is a saying that in Gujarat the whole Saurashtra is having Gir, but there used to be a saying that in Gondal every household, every farmer used to have very good cattle, is what there is a saying used to be there. It's like in every other place, like you used to see kings are having best cattle, but in Gondal it's not like that, because that is the only book I have seen that Maharaja's work was written clearly in that, and the Bhubaneswar repeat work also was written in that. It is like 1970s book, I guess. So if some people are claiming that if you are getting good milk or high milk in Gir, it is not Gir, something like that, certain people are claiming, and just be aware that they don't know anything about Gir, nor they are there here from very long time. Okay, this I would like to convey. And there is one more thing I have seen, that during this competition of ICS, lot of people are claiming that our cattle are rejected and all. See, and the outward appearance, the breed characters. See, I see maybe Gir is the only breed on the whole planet that it has so much variation in terms of height, length, color, the eye pattern, horn pattern, ear pattern, and maybe other things as well. There is so much variation in this one single breed, which you don't see in any other breed on the planet. Now this thing has happened because the terrains of Morbi Wakane region is different, and the Junagadh area region is different. If you go to the west coast, it is different. So it's like depending on their area, their region, their necessity, the selection has been done depending on that. It could be horn pattern, color pattern, or the shape and size of the ears, because certain areas you have grazing area where there used to be this bubble trees and all, because of the thorns and all, they get infected. So their ear shapes are also taken into consideration. See, this book which I am talking about, this Marathian person, it is that is the one book, and the only other book which I have seen is the Brazilian book of Zebu, where they clearly mention, they didn't mention that these are the breed characteristics. They clearly mentioned that this much percentage of people like this kind of pattern, like 60% prefer this kind of horn pattern, 30% prefer this kind of horn pattern, and color 70% prefer this, 20% prefer this. This is exact research and work that I have ever seen in my lifetime, because that is what I am trying to say. You see any book written by Britishers, or before that or after that some author, they just combine some other books and they write it. But the only two books which I felt very much worthy and meaningful are this one Brazilian book and this the old Marathian author, which he has written in Gujarati, but it is not available anywhere. They have clearly written that area specific selection criteria, area specific considerations, and area specific feeding patterns, like many things they have written. So when people are saying that certain bloodline, these are the characters, no, it is not that. Some Maharajas, whatever the colors or shapes they like, they used to select depending on that. Nawab used to select depending on his this thing. Okay, so it all depends on how the breeder want to select the animals, how his cattle should look like, depending on their agroclimatic zones and the grazing area and all. So, all these things matter when they select it. One more thing I would like to say is that for people who are coming new into this field, I would like to say one thing, that getting Gir cows is becoming very tough. It's like, cows are not available in the market nowadays. And second thing is that there is brucella heavy in Gujarat. It might be in Kankres or Gir, lot of animals are infected with brucella. And if you see, I used to say about certain person from Gondal, like their herd is affected and all and all. Recently come to know that the person himself got affected, it seems. Okay. So, I mean, they claim that they are earning crores and all by selling this thing, by selling that thing, but end of the day, how many years you can fool people? So, this is not what it is going to be, and I just suggest people to be aware whom you are considering as an ideal person when you are approaching them. Whatever you see on the YouTube videos is not right, because if you pay 20, 30,000, 15,000, they will make you the best breeder in India. Like this is how the YouTube channels are behaving. The so-called influencers on the name of Gaumat and all, they do all this bullshit. I don't know. I mean, they are thinking that they are serving the cow, but on what way they are serving, they should know. Because if you pay something, I mean, I have seen certain very big YouTube channels, lakhs of subscribers, but I have never seen them interviewing Badwa Bapu or interviewing Ghanshyamji, or especially they have never interviewed Pradeep Singh Bapu on his lifetime itself. They did not interview. All these brokers and all, they have interviewed multiple times and they have hyped them. I don't know what is the purpose, but on the name of cow they are creating a mess in the market, and because of that only the demand or the trust in the people has been broken. Someone will get a bull at 2-3 lakhs and they will be showing that they got it 40 lakh, 50 lakh, 1 crore. 1 crore, fine. But how many people did you ask them, why did you buy this? You say this is from so person. That person doesn't even have any face value or any name in the market. Why would you buy from that kind of person at 1 crore or 50 lakhs? Okay, we will leave that aside. Did anyone try to ask, okay fine, why did you select this bull, what is the specialty? No, because no one knows, it is just hyping thing. So, be careful when you see this kind of titles and videos, especially 50 lakh, 30 lakh, 1 crore, 2 crore, all this is bullshit, because they are not even 1 or 2% worth of that, whatever they are claiming. It is just that they are getting hype so that people will watch their videos, people will come to their Goshala to buy something, or at least they can get some business, is what they are trying to promote themselves using this YouTube channels. And if you see, these channels used to get lakhs of views previously, but if you see, hardly 1000 to 2000 people are also not watching their videos now. So, I mean, you should be having that ethics, right? So, these people have lost that, that is why you can see that over there. And be careful when you are going to these people and buying something. And especially I am trying to mention this specific thing about brucellosis. If someone is not aware about brucellosis, please search in the Google, you will get to know that. And brucella is a very dangerous thing. Once it is affected to the cows, it can affect the whole herd, and your whole herd will be affected. Certain very big gaushalas have been affected all over the Gujarat, because either through bulls or through medication, don't know, because one have to be very much aware when you are doing that. So, please, when you buy some new cattle, please try to test the blood of this cattle. Once you make sure that they are not having any infection, then only you try to introduce in your herd, or else your whole herd might get affected. Please make sure about this, and it is very dangerous. And lot of cattle in Gujarat are affected with this. It can be Gir or Kankres. Lot of farms have been lost just because of this one particular disease. Okay, so please make sure that you do this kind of testing as a protocol at your farm. Okay. One more thing I was mentioning in this Hindi's videos is that when I am speaking about certain bloodline, it does not mean that everything is good in that bloodline. Like If you go to a farm, there will be some exceptional performers, there will be some medium performers, there will be some low performers, and at every breeder place there will be certain cattle which are elite animals in terms of production, pedigree, quality, everything, phenotype, genotype, whatever it is. So when I select personally, I do check everything, their history, their performance, their phenotype, their genotype, their their progeny, how they are looking or how they are producing, depending on all these factors, I select bull or get semen from that kind of bulls. So when I am saying about I say about some bloodline, people are running behind them. I say about someone, again they are running. No, it's not like that. At every place you have certain specific cattle or bulls which are very good, and I do select depending on that, depending on their progeny or very good pedigree. So all these things I do consider. So please make sure that you count these when you are going behind someone or certain bull. Please do check all these factors before getting something. Okay. And moreover, coming to this, see, I've gone to multiple breeders, like it's been 12 years or so. I've been roaming to all these places, all these old breeders, they have given lot of knowledge, their selection patterns, their history, their animals, like whatever they do follow and all. But I didn't get this knowledge from one single person. So that is the thing what I would like to convey. It's not like you go and study on one single book, something like that. See, I got some beautiful breeders and especially research scientists from Brazil. They have very good sound technical knowledge, their selection patterns, their experience and all, lot of things matter. So it's like from many countries, and especially Brazil, there are a lot of people I've learned, like I used to say this Ivan, he's a senior scientist over there, he has spent his lifetime on research in Gir Cattle and all. So there are a lot of people like this from whom, and there are a lot of books, lot of friends, we do a lot of experiments. So I do see, I do listen, but I decide myself what is right and what is wrong. Like I will tell, if you like, lot of people are questioning this thing, which is good thing, and I like it. What is this? Recently I have seen this, a lot of people asking me. I have done interviews of these old breeders like 12 years back, 10 years back, something like 11 years back. In that you can see certain breeders, one or two are clearly saying that if you have this tail hair as white, it is a crossbreed, you should not select, only in crossbreed you get like that. They have clearly mentioned in that videos, and that videos are there in social media everywhere. Now the same people recently, when their herd or when their bulls are giving the progeny with white tails, they are claiming that no, white tail is accepted in Brazil, only the nose and the back part should be, back part means from the where the dung will come, that should be black, and the nose part should be black, rest the tail white is acceptable in Brazil. Now the point is that should we teach Brazilians what is right, what is wrong, or should we learn from Brazilians what is right and what is wrong? This question I have asked them 10 years back, and I see certain people asking me the same question, and I am happy that people are asking. And you don't ask me, you ask people who said that. Why did you change your words? Why did your consideration change in the past 10 years? And why did your selection pattern shift from Indian selection to Brazilian acceptance? This is the way to grow, this is the way to learn. And I love the way people are accepting that, and they are asking me. But what I would like to inform you is that please ask the breeders who said that thing. Now today white tail is accepted, tomorrow white nose is accepted. It's not like that, right? So when you are getting that kind of characters in your herd and you are saying that this is acceptable, and previously you used to say that that is rejected, that is crossbreed. See, at least somewhere there should be some legitimacy or authority, that you are been breeding from very long time, and you are the masters here, and you are the ones who guide the people in the right direction, and you yourself have the different versions of this words, then people will get confused, right? I don't know. That is why what I say is, I just don't listen and or learn from one person. I have researched a lot on my own. I have roamed lakhs of kilometers personally, okay, in the past 11, 12 years, and I have met many people. It could be Maldaris, Barwards, small farmers, breeders, government organizations, everywhere. It can be Maharajas, it can be the anyone. So, and it from Brazilian point of view, from every point of view, I have researched every place and I have come to a conclusion that what is right, what is wrong, what used to be the standard and now why it is changing. So, from that I have set my guidelines that this is right, and I have to decide that I have to work in this way, because when some person is claiming something and all the way they are changing their words after a few years, this is not acceptable, right? So, at least if someone said today something and tomorrow, like A1 A2 milk came, all of a sudden people started saying A2, tomorrow again someone will claim A3, then you will sell all these cows or dispose and go to A3 or what, no, right? So, you should have certain clarity on what you need and what you are going to do. So, this thing I have got, and I would like to say the same thing to the people who are in breeding or who want to start, that please do work in this aspect. You do your own research, you set your own guidelines, what is right, what is wrong, what has to be done. It might take a bit of time, but once you have said that, you do not need to listen to anyone. This clarity I have got, and that is why I might listen, but I do not care, because if that is any worthy thing, I will keep it in mind and I will implement. Rest I will ignore it. It can be from a big person or a small person. I have learnt lot of things from very small people as well. So, you do not know from where you get the knowledge, but you have to listen, and if it is meaningful and logical, you just accept it and include in your selection criteria and all, and go ahead. But if you go behind some people claiming today they say something, tomorrow they say something, and most probably, like in the coming days, because of these influencers making videos and all, so you see all these rubbish people being claimed as breeders, okay. Today you buy cattle, tomorrow you do not become breeder, right? So, this is the worst thing happening today. So, these are the points which I have been discussing over the past few months in the form of Hindi videos and all. I hope I have clarified lot of things in that. If at all I have missed something, please do ask me in the comments. I will make a different video again. Thank you.